I'm Cayden Maccachren. I'm 20 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada. I currently race for Polaris Razor in the Worcs series, but I also go off on other ventures throughout the US and Mexico and race for other people. The reason I wasn't racing at such a young age, I believe my dad wasn't fully, he didn't have the time, but I couldn't do it myself. I didn't have a driver's license. I couldn't, basically fund and get to these races on my own. So in 2018, I had turned 16 in February and started really bothering my dad about that I wanted to race. And it was just November of 2018, thankfully, Mark Holes, along with Tyson Lever and my dad, found a Polaris RS1 to go race the last race at the Worcs season in Prim. And that was back when the pros raced with us. And I remember talking to Ronnie Anderson, who I kind of grew up with and saw him racing trophy carts. And I asked him for some pointers and stuff. And I guess, I just started driving that thing over my head. A lap later, coming into a right-hand corner, I put the thing on its side and I got out. Luckily, Harlan Foley, who we all know in the Works series, main photographer over there, showed up to me, made sure I was okay, and got out of the car, and I started looking around, and the fender right here, this fender was pushed in and on the exhaust, and it started to smoke and started to flare up, and I was like, man, this isn't my car, it's my first race, I'm not letting this car burn to the ground. So, I'm gonna try to smother this fire with my hands. So your 16-year-old me, pretty stupid move, go put my hands on the fire to cover it. Thank God I put it out, but it did blister and burn my hands a little bit. So that was really my first racing experience behind the actual wheel. But whatever happened that day got me hooked, and we ended up buying this car right here that you see behind me, and we went out and raced the 2019 season and so on, and now we're here with quite a bit of success and a lot of other opportunities outside of just the Works series. 2022 Vegas Reno, out here with the Fox construction team, going out here to qualify real quick. Hopefully we qualify at the top of the box, not number one, but we want it to be top 5. Brent's driving. I'm gonna hop in near the end of the race and finish the race off. Huge thanks to everybody out here. It's a team effort. There's about 10 or 15 of us out here all taking our days off from work and everything to come out here. So thanks to all of them. Let's go put it on top. We went out to Vegas Reno. He qualified the truck, qualified second. I was set to get in about mile 300 of the race, and unfortunately, about 40 miles before I was supposed to get in, unfortunately Brent caught a rain rut from all the rain before the race, and ended up putting the truck on its side, and it ended up being a pretty good recovery adventure. So unfortunately, I didn't get in that truck there, but in the near future, thankfully Steve Seraptis, he reached out, who also has a Herps spec trophy truck, which is the trophy truck with the LS3 motor in it. And he asked if I'd come race the Law 400 and Baja 1000 in that truck, and of course I said yes. We went and tested last week, and we'll be testing here again pretty soon to go try to win those 2 races. Going up to these races as Rob Maccachren, the GOAT's son, a lot of it comes with a lot of pressure and expectation to succeed. Also, it comes with a lot of people that don't like you or don't want you to succeed. And I've seen that a lot, but also there's the other side of that where more opportunities and such have come from being Rob Maccachren's son. A lot of it, though, wouldn't happen without the success we've had and the partners I've been able to bring along with me. But mostly, I would say, being Rob Maccachren's son is positive for me. I wouldn't want it any other way, and frankly, I can't have it any other way, so why wish?
Yep, I'm Rob Maccachren. I'm Cayden Maccachren's dad. at times maybe he's holding himself to what I've done, and he shouldn't do that. We're each our own person. I'm where I'm at after racing 40 years, so he's got 40 years to try to be what I've done. So, and I had a lot of trial and tribulation in my beginning of my racing career. I made a lot of mistakes, crashed, rolled over through the finish line, through checkpoints, and made a lot of mistakes. And in my opinion, he's doing a lot better than I did at the beginning of our careers, if you want to compare them. And it's what he wants to do, and if he wants to race as long as I have, and hopefully he can beat everything that I've done. So I don't, consider that he should be judging, or anyone should judge him against me. His accomplishments, honestly, I would have to say he's doing better than I did when I started. I was scared to death to talk. I didn't want to get in front of a camera. I didn't want to get interviewed, and he's already got all that covered. Does very well, speaking and holding himself to a good, respectful, human being, which I'm very proud of. And one of the compliments that I get, and I feel proud of him about, is when other parents come to me and they say, "Yeah, we met your son, and he's such a good kid," and it's like, I'm happy to hear that. And he's done good, and he loves doing this, and tons of passion, and he's got a bright future ahead of him, and he's addicted in deep like I am, and it's pretty cool.